All right, how far back are we going to start this?
Put that artery back together, young lady. You get back in there and you run away from zombies. Let me guess.
All right, I'm trying now. Okay, come on, graphics, catch up with yourself.
It's got a
Wow.
whoa! It's got a render, Woody. It's graphically demanding, right?
I'm good at button mashing.
All right, press A like your life depends on it, because it really does. Woo! Ooh. Alright, oh. There you go. Dinner's served.
Run, Clementine,
boys.
run!
Okay. Oh, here's where I failed. Oh, nicely done.
Well, I got further than you did.
Yep. Well, for what? Oh, that's gonna... What? Whoop! There you go, kid. Wow, that hat is like glued to the grease in her hair.
I kind of feel like Omid and Krista, they kind of wrote themselves into a corner with that. Like, so when you started this, in order to have like a fresh thing to do a completely new story, they pretty much had to immediately kill them off.
I think it's dumb they did that though.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because they wanted to do a new thing, but they had to acknowledge the whole Omid-Krista thing happened.
Well, it could have been you run into them later on, rather than start right off the bat.
It could have
with them.
been, but
Like,
it was still something tying them down, is what I was saying. It's kind of like they had to resolve that, so they've chosen to resolve that by just immediately killing both of them.
How is it tying it down, though? Because why say, we're going to continue with the new series, or a new season?
Well, because it was a plot hook from the last one.
What was the plot hook, though?
The plot hook was you telling Clementine to go find Omid and Krista?
Yeah, but like, why off them? That's not. It wasn't cumbersome.
No, I'm not saying they should. I'm not saying. I'm just saying they wrote themselves into like, okay, we have to deal with the Omid-Krista problem.
Oh, so what do we?
So what are we gonna do? We're immediately gonna kill off both Krista and Omid.
Gotcha. Well, no, 16 months to kill them both off completely.
Well, immediately in terms of playtime, that took like 10 minutes.
Okay, one thing I've learned in video games, when they have opening credits like this, you're not going to encounter any zombies. Well, look at it, Woody.
Something kids camp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a dead guy.
Been dead a while.
He's not a zombie, at least.
I want to know where they've been getting food
Just
for
a
the
normal-
last 16 months.
Just a normal dead person.
Because if you're not foraging food...
Well, apparently we found a rabbit. It wasn't very good, but we found it.
Yeah.
But one of the things, and I think I've alluded to this before, but to actually elucidate the point, I don't really know how dark they're going to be able to get with Clementine. Because with Lee, since Lee was like an older and an adult, you could have Lee kill a lot of people, you could have horrible things happen to Lee, and you could have plotline things happen to Lee, which I think is kind of an important distinction. Like, obviously, we failed a section there, so Clementine died because of that.
But it was a quick little scene.
But
it wasn't in-depth.
Well, I'm not even necessarily saying the animation. I'm saying, like, I don't know how dark you can make a young kid
Her
like
story,
Clementine.
like the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could make it dark. You can make it really dark. But if you go as dark as you could, you'd alienate a lot of people. Like, there's a point where, like, there'd be a point where you can't be like, oh, okay, well, we're gonna kill Clementine at the end of this game. Because Lee's kind of like one of those things, because when Lee dies, like, I pretty much feel, okay, Lee died, that was coming since episode 1. Like, Lee, that's a pretty logical thought, was that Lee is eventually going to die.
Do you think she'll, like, at least lose a limb or something?
I could see maybe that, I could maybe see that happening. But it's also one of those things, too, since Clementine's a kid, it's not really like, because Lee had Clementine as kind of his little morality pet.
Yeah.
Of, like, that is what he is trying to take care of during the game, so there was always something to do. And, like, Clementine taking care of a younger kid would feel a little weird, maybe?
In the first chapter here, we have a time lapse of 16 months. So it could be maybe they're going to do that with each episode.
Wasn't she,
and she'll be an adult by the end?
She was 9 in the first one. That's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
They might age her up in each one.
Because she's about 10 and a half now.
Yeah. Because she was 9 in the first one, right?
I don't know.
I think she was 9, because it's her birthday at some point. And she's, like, 9.
I'd like to see more characters from the
so,
Walking Dead comic book make cameos.
Maximum, she's, like, 12 right now. Like, 11 or 12.
Yeah. Better go hit the mini mall and
shit.
get some tampons and some training bras.
We are in the middle of the woods.
Oh, okay. I was thinking more of like feminine hygiene. You're thinking more surviving. Okay.
Some woodsy ass woods right here. I really hope there aren't any skinwalkers.
I like the clearings though. It's like it's been.
Well, because apparently there's a camp near here.
Right.
Is there a move faster button?
No. It's a doe.
This is zombie wild boar.
Zombie doe. Zombie dog.
Oh!
Oh.
No, this is our Clementine. We're gonna get a dog.
It's okay, boy. It's okay.
That dog hasn't eaten in forever. It's gonna bite you. It's gonna bite you something good.
I want to pet the dog. Be nice.
Okay, you don't like that. Got it.
I know you shouldn't pet strange dogs, but it's wagging its tail.
If anything's taught you in the last 16 months, Clementine.
Well, I know that from real life, because I was bitten by a dog as a small child when I tried to pet it.
I'm going to show you where my master died.
Well, the other answers were I could pet the dog, I could check its collar,
Or talk to it.
which involves like forcefully grabbing its neck, or I could try to talk to the dog. Only one of those options. Like, pet the dog seemed the best option.
Or you could just do nothing.
No.
Oh, achievement.
You know what else? You know what's a good game?
What?
Shelter.
Oh.
Bought that on a Steam sale last month.
Yes, it is.
It's pretty cool. You play as a mother badger in that game, and you have to protect your 5 little badger pups.
Do you lose when they're all dead?
Yeah. And you have to fight, like, eagles and stuff.
Wow.
I'm very hungry, dog.
That dog could feed a family of 5.
Much starvation. Much starvation. So lonely.
Oh, that's encouraging. Wow, what were they cooking where the whole bottom just blew out? Meth. Probably what it was.
I don't really know if there'd be much of a market for meth.
Some fertilizer and some 409.
Looks like it's been here for
Really, the van's been here for a while.
Yeah.
Never would have guessed that. I like to imagine that this van was here before the zombies came.
Looks like they were a happy family once.
Oh, you know what I just realized? I don't have my backpack anymore, so I don't have my picture of Lee anymore.
Oh, no, you had it on in your pocket though.
Oh,
you had it on your person, but you fell in the
Well,
water.
now it's also been in a river for a while.
But I don't know. Polaroids can hold up to water. They got that thin layer of lacquer on there.
Look, I found a sick Mary Jane action figure in this box. The one
It looked like an
figure
actual
everybody
person,
wants.
like a model of a person.
Yeah, well,
just
it
shrunk
looked
down.
just looked like a Walking Dead model shrunk down to be an action figure size.
Should have been Lee.
Lee action figure with arm removal action.
Scavengers or bears. Very possible that bears did that. Pepsi throwback?
You know, I would kind of like to see something with zombies
Keep looking, boy.
pull off having zombie animals and not make it absolutely ridiculous. Like, this real, quote-unquote, realistic portrayal of zombies,
Everyone's been sleeping
but
here.
with animals that are also zombies and not Resident Evil style, like,
Yeah.
giant dogs with worm limbs that come to life and shoot, like,
It would be a
worms
dog
infect your
that
body.
moves slow because of rigor mortis, but it would still try to bite you and attack you.
Yeah, just a zombie dog.
What about zombie ants?
Hey, wanna play?
Oh, come on, that clipping, really?
Okay, bring it back.
Good dog, your legs didn't break when you tried to jump.
Good boy. Good boy.
I'm getting some haunting ground vibes from this.
I don't know. Like, if I was in that situation, I guess maybe you try to cling to little things that bring some sort of joy.
Again?
Well, a dog would be super duper useful in the zombie land.
Yeah.
Because do you know how, like... Okay, my dog flips his shit whenever you come to my house.
Yeah.
And that he knows who you are. Do you imagine how much he would flip his shit if zombies were around? If strange people were trying to come into my house?
The thing is, though, he approaches me. He doesn't run away.
Well, no, because I'm not even saying he would, like, attack you and murder
But he'd
you.
notify you.
Let's go one more time.
Yeah, he
And
would
he'd also
notify
notify
me.
all the zombies within, like, a 100-foot radius.
Aww.
Where'd it go?
I threw it too hard.
It was good while it lasted, though, right? Yeah, you're right. Shouldn't waste the energy anyway.
Don't be a downer. Don't be another Krista.
There was, like, hobo graffiti on that tree over there, but I can't look at it.
You think she's dead?
Krista?
Yeah.
Well, I heard gunshots and screaming.
Yeah. But just like Kenny, you didn't
Yeah.
see it.
Didn't actually see her die. But I think she's probably dead.